And we're going to turn it off. I need to work out why. I'll leave it for a couple of minutes. Hi, everybody.
Hello. We think I don't hear it.
Okay. Right. I'm just going to do an intro very quickly to YouTube and then I will. Alright. Hello, everybody.
Hello again.
That was a good intro for YouTube. Hi, everybody. I hope you're going extremely well. We're in Discord chatting about algo trading and things like that. I'm going to get it started straight away. Oh, it says my mic is muted, so maybe I need to go over here. Hi, hope you're all going well. We're all over in Discord. I'm going to remove myself from the screen. I'm going to start sharing Discord. Got a couple of updates coming in European time today to try and go through the updates. Haven't got really humongous amounts of updates this week to talk about in the algo trading community, but hopefully I'll be able to answer some questions. Okay, there you go. No more music. All good. I've done the intro on YouTube. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all well. Just as normal, I'm going to come in and just sort of do a quick update on all of the things that are going on inside the Discord, all the things that are going inside of algo trading, maybe some results, maybe talk about things like the tools that I'm building to help make the algo trading perform a bit better, or your settings and things like that. Some other things like the lab that I'm building inside of Discord and things like that. So first of all, as always, I think you can't see my screen, so I'm going to share the screen on here as well. Like I said, it's not a big one today. I haven't really got a humongous amount of updates, but if anybody does have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask at any point. This is Discord. I can't see your faces, so don't hesitate to interrupt. It's been recorded on YouTube for anybody inside the Discord who wants to go back and watch it later. So if you do want to share your screen, please be careful of your credentials and things like that. Don't share credentials because it's live on YouTube. It's pretty hard to edit out live settings, obviously. So yeah, so it's on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook. So if you want to go back and watch it afterwards, you'll find the links in the chat at the side to be able to go and review it. So today, first of all, welcome to anybody who's first joining, first time you're here, and welcome back to any members that have been back a couple of times. Thanks for joining me every Thursday here. I decided to do it a bit earlier today on a European time because I don't get to meet everybody due to the different time zones and things like that. So I tried to get in a bit earlier today to try and chat about some of the changes. I know that the more of the American time zones and the other time zones that I try to fit in as well. Later evenings are a bit late for some of us from London, so I tried to get in a bit earlier today. Like I said, yeah, going to be more questions and answers. I have got some updates about David AI, some of the indicators and things like that. But please don't hesitate to interrupt at any time. Hi Marco, hi Moneyboy, how you all going? Just coming in. Skinny, how you going? How you all doing? Hope you're all well. Hi Ben.
Hi David.
Hi William, how you going?
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, pleased to meet you too. Wasn't sure that my headphones are working. Anyway, right, so there's a few of us in Discord. So first of all, I'll go through Trigger Trade. William's here. He's going to tell us what updates have been going on in Trigger Trade this week. I believe there's things like last week, the inverse perpetuals have been separated into separate scripts, so things go much faster back to where it was, making things slim and fast as much as possible. He's also added, I believe, USDC is in beta at the moment. Is that right, Will?
Yep, USDC is in beta. What else we got going on? We got some new updates coming on the Trigger Trade bot for Telegram messages, more customized messages.
Yeah.
And then Austin, we've got a load of new upcomings throughout March, which are currently under development. Austin should be launched in beta at the end of February.
Yeah, I know that you've also got nice Chrome extension that you're building in the background. I don't know if you want to talk about that or leave it to next time.
Chrome extension I haven't really. All I've got is the interface currently debugged. I'll be able to show it to you if you want in a minute.
No, it's
So
all
we
right.
got
It's just
it on
to
the
say
screen.
what about it was really.
Just the trigger trade extension will be able to, in other words, you have the interface of trigger trade backend website with the generator of API, so you'll be able to manually, it's mainly for manual traders to be able to force through trades, set the stop losses and leverages inside of Bybit via the Chrome extension.
Yep, so it's a little Chrome extension that will sit inside your browser, which allows you to take trades directly from Chrome without having to go to the Trigger Trade website, or obviously it's integrating directly to Bybit and the other ones. So you'll be able to, if you see a entry, you'll be able to just press a button and it will take a trade for you inside Chrome, which is a function for some of the FOREX providers inside of TradingView, but for things like Binance, Bybit, and things like that, you can't. So it'll be able to add that functionality to your browser and to TradingView. So that's cool. So that's pretty. Is that pretty much it for Trigger Trade this week? I guess.
We've got pretty much that's pretty much one overview of everything that's happening this week. Like I said, this USDC is in the beta at the moment, so it should hopefully be up by beginning of next week for everybody to be able to use.
Yeah.
Custom messages will be another week after that, and then also we've got March. We'll be talking about developing new options which have been submitted inside of the beta testing and from the community so far.
Cool.
Speed trades are much faster since we've separated all of the scripts.
Yeah, and it's going through. There's another release of Bybit's API recently, which is currently being updated to as well. Yep. Which won't make any difference to anybody, but apparently that is even faster as a server. So hopefully a week even faster.
Currently, after a trigger is traded from TradingView, when it hits the hook, the webhook URL from Trigger Trade, we're at 0.09 transmit to Bybit for the information.
Okay, cool. You have your time for your order to be filled and things like that. So yep. Cool. Okay, so yeah, loads of good stuff going on in Trigger Trade, which is cool. We've also been speaking a lot to other exchanges and to Bybit about the integration, and also go back over to this slide over here. No, not this one. Where is it? I've put a list together. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay. Bybit doing some giveaways and things like that, and some better giveaways than the previous ones to give back to the community a bit. So we've also got them hopefully coming in to do some podcasts and some AMAs not podcasts, more AMAs to answer any questions that anybody might have about that exchange. I'd like to get some other exchanges in as well, because like I said to them, it's important that we have a good relationship with them, and everybody inside of the community feels confident in the exchanges that we choose as a community to use. So and be able to ask them questions about things like unified margin that they're all moving towards quite a lot. Those kind of things. Be nice to be able to ask any questions if you have any questions about that kind of thing, because they're currently building a lot around that. They were explaining to us because of obviously it's obviously now a gap in the market because FTX was the only ones that were offering it. So they're building a lot around that, adding that as features to make their exchange better. And if you have any questions about that, maybe we'll be able to ask them directly. So that was Trigger Trade. If anybody's... Hi, Marco.
Hi.
Cool.
Good.
I was waiting for a question. How you going, mate?
You was waiting, eh?
I was waiting for a question. Yeah, I was waiting for a question for somebody. I was hoping there was going to be one. It makes it better. How you going, mate?
Of course.
Oh, you've gone. Oh, you're back. I know you've got...
I'm fine.
Good.
No, it was a nice day yesterday.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Nice
Too.
volatility.
Yeah. Yeah, good day as well for trading as well. Fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't know if anybody saw.
David, question about
Yes, sorry.
my Wi-Fi has maybe problems.
Yes, it's keeps cutting out slightly, Marco. But I can understand. You're fine. Carry on.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I said, but questions about trigger trade. I saw a lot of questions or messages today about trigger trade. Are there some issues or some changes, or is it specifically to the empty multi-time frame version 4?
Now,
Currently, I'm looking.
sorry, carry on.
So sorry, Will. I can listen good to you. Your
Yeah, it's very quiet, William. I don't
volume
know.
probably not as good.
Any better
Yes.
now?
Yes, much better.
Yes,
You
much
just need
better.
to get
Okay.
closer to the mic.
Yep, closer to the mic. I saw the messages this morning. I've been running tests. I haven't had any issues on the MTF, so I've been speaking to Mason. He's just sent me over his script a little while ago, so I'm just debugging it at the moment, checking it out. On my end, I haven't had any issues, so if anybody has any issues, feel free to DM over to me, and that way we can get collect more data to be able to see what your problems are actually having with it. But like I said, on my setup currently at the moment, I haven't had any issues itself. But maybe I might be missing something on someone's setup, and I know that there's been a couple of setups which have been shared inside the Discord community currently.
Yeah, I saw that there was one. I know that there was on version 4 there was a problem, which it wasn't the version 4 MTF, it was the version 4 of the dead zone, and that was the older version 4. I sent a message to the person, that was this morning as well, and it was because of the checkbox, which was the old DaviddTech checkbox that caused them problems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start removing obviously new access to obviously new users that won't have any use for that in the future, so that they won't have those issues. That was one of the issues that I went through this morning with the person, but I don't know if that was the main issue.
Why is there actually a version 4 and a version 4 multi-time frame?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
Isn't
saying.
it better to only keep the multi-time frame?
Yes, absolutely. I tried to leave them on for when I updated to for everybody. I said to everybody, I'll leave them on for a couple of weeks, so that anybody that was using the old version will be able to continue using the old version, add it to a chart, and then they can just they'll still be there for them inside the invite scripts. But anybody that's new will add the multi-time frame, and it will just be the multi-time frame one from now on.
And in the past, I always received messages. Okay, TradingView script is updated, but I don't receive it for a few months. Is it a setting or what is the reason?
I do not know, Marco. I have no idea. It may be
Before, I always received emails. Okay, script is updated.
Okay.
I never received it.
I do not know.
Last month.
I'll have a look. Maybe one of the reasons that a couple of people haven't updated would be that. I'll have a look. I'll have a look for you.
Yeah.
And see.
Because
maybe that's
normally,
the one
when TradingViews, normally we always get emails that the strategy is updated.
Yes, yeah. And there has been a lesser number updated. Well, there has been more of people saying that they're on version 4 and not version 4 MTF. So maybe that would be the reason. I will have a look. Good question. I will have a look.
Yes, because I added a lot of multi-time frame versions, but don't receive those messages.
Okay, I will have a look. I'll find out for you.
Maybe you are unsubscribed from their newsletter or something.
No, I didn't change anything. A few months ago, I always received the messages, but I really don't know what. I expect that it must be an issue at the back end from David's side or scripts, but I'm not sure.
Sorry. Oh, gee. Just drank water and nearly killed myself. Yeah, I'll have a look. Sorry.
Yeah.
Seems like no more scripts have been updated.
Yeah, oh well. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll have a look, Marco. I have honestly no idea. It's first time. Like I said, there's been a large number of people sending me messages. That may be one of the reasons that because they haven't received the message from TradingView. I will have a look. Oh man.
And about the Chrome extension,
Yes.
is that fast? How fast is it? Is Chrome not giving delays?
It was updated this morning.
No, I mean the Trigger Trade Chrome extension.
For building it.
William is where you are working on.
The trigger trade extension. No, currently currently we're at the stage of building it, so it hasn't actually been beta tested on loads of trades currently so far. So that will be probably by next week. It will be launched into the beta community to be able to try it out. But I can't actually give a full delay on how long it's taking currently for placing orders because, like I just said, it's still in development. So we're still adding on loads of all the features from the trigger trade interface.
It's quite a small script, so hopefully we'll get it out and done as quick as possible for everybody. It is very much manual trading, so it'll be something a bit new.
But can be good, for example, for order block strategies or
ABCs
whatever,
and all of that, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. Okay. Right.
And the idea is
development.
literally to add a button to trading, well, kind of add a button to TradingView, add a button to your trading setup so that you can easily take trades. William came up with the idea and I thought, yep, that definitely is a great idea, especially like when I do manual trades, like you just said, I do ABCs and I have to go all the way to buy a bit and do it. If I can do it all in one screen, it's even better. So, and also set the stop losses, the take profits all in one area on the same screen. That'd be great.
That's including a calculator for risk management?
Yeah, why not? There are ideas. It certainly can. William's first version is going to be very, very simple. It's going to be a connect to trigger trade. So there'll be some kind of security, say, connects to trigger trade. Once you're connected, you'll be able to select your stop loss, take profits. It's not going to record any of your APIs. It will just literally record them locally, and then it will send. It'll send that directly to Trigger Trade just as if it was a bot, a fake bot, and it would take those. But the features like risk to reward, things like that, certainly can be added on, and would be a great idea. You might want to write that down, Will.
For example, for example, also when you want to trade 20k, that
Yep.
it calculates the amount you have to buy, for example.
Yes. Yeah.
So you don't have to calculate, do calculations, and the calculation is done in the background.
Would be a great idea. Absolutely brilliant idea. Brilliant idea as as an add-on, without doubt. Cool. Thank you, Marco. You're in our inspiration panel now. He came up with all the ideas.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Good to see the stream in the afternoon.
Yes, I like it in the afternoon as well. I've got to say, I tried to move them around, and unfortunately, did it to the extreme of all of them ended up in the afternoon. But I have been online a lot, coding with quite a few people. Last week more than this week, a couple this week, but mostly this week. Trying to get over to building, which is going to be kind of the next point. This lab idea that I'm trying to build inside of TradingView, which if all of a sudden, there we go. If I go over here and pull over TradingView, I believe you can see, sorry, not TradingView, sorry, Discord. I'm trying to build this kind of lab. This is one of the things. I can never find them in here. There you go, the lab up here in strategies. Trying to build this lab area as well by coding whilst anybody who wants to is online. If you suggest scripts in here or ideas in here, you can put them and tag them as ideas or indicators, and build. Maybe we can have a discussion about how we could take entries and things like that and build better indicators. This was one that was sent to us, which I particularly like, which is the Simon's rule top and bottom. I added that to TradingView. Seems to give quite good entries. I don't know if I've got it on a chart somewhere. It'd be even better. Where is it? Simon's top and bottom.
Is that similar to the old strategy tops and bottoms?
No, totally different. It uses the Simon's rule. So uses EMAs and creates these Simon's rules here, which give these. There's a Wikipedia thingy here that tells you all about Simon's rule. Simpson's rule, sorry, not Simon's rule, Simpson's rule, sorry. And calculates these kind of like green pools and red pools above thingy. It works a bit like a Bollinger Band. As price comes out, it gives us these green dots. But if you look at the RSI, if I go down to 15-minute over here, if you go over to the RSI, I had a couple of entries that I pointed out. I think this one here, and work with the RSI on some divergences as well, I believe. We have some divergences being created as well. Up here on the red ones, works extremely well by the looks of it. Now there was another one over here. There's some bad entries, lots of bad entries in certain places. But they do look, some of them do look quite good. So I wanted to try and convert this into a strategy with some divergences. And yeah, so this is going to be an indicator. So my idea was sort of like, I'm going to first of all have two parts of this, have all of the indicators in this kind of format inside of Discord, the strategies I mean by DaviddTech, so that we can discuss the strategies and how we can improve them in an organized format, because they're in forums at the side here like this. So I'll be able to go through them and add them a bit like the updates for the ABC strategy, the order blocks and things like that. I'll be able to actually find the messages for each and every strategy. And then I've got this like lab area where I'm going to put indicators that I find, or anybody can add their indicators or the YouTube videos that they find and things like that. Stick them under a tag of ideas, and then I can go away and convert them into strategies and hopefully come up with some more ideas, better ideas. And like I said, we'll be able to discuss in an organized fashion of what the entries are, what the exits are potentially. There was a couple of the divergences and things like that. What the entries are, what the exits are, potential indicators that work extremely well just for entries and exits. I've been going through a list now. If I find the list of indicators, I have a list that I've been building of indicators, which are indicators that are very not known at all, hardly. There's the McAllister EMA, I think it's called the McAllister EMA, and things like that, which are not used hardly at all. Well, not talked about much, and seem to have potential. And my idea is trying to think out the side of the box a bit, so that we can try and find indicators that maybe are not used as much, to try and find some better entries. I'm just having a bit of problems with my browser over here. If I move that over to, sorry about this, it won't be a second. If I move it over to display one, that should work. There you go, that's better. Okay, right, over there. Okay, and put this back over there, and this back over there as well. Right, okay, so yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to explore different indicators. A couple of them was that market.
Will you also add them to David I?
Yeah, so anything that's codable, like this Simpson rule, bottom and top, will be added to David AI. Yeah, as long as it's codable and has like entry rules and exit rules. This one's pretty simple. Like for instance, on a green arrow, we have an entry rule, and that will obviously mix up with other rules like a divergence finder and things like that. and would be easy. There's a couple of other ones which are a lot harder. The ABC rule, for instance, maybe I'll be able to code it. I don't know. Might be a bit harder. When it's got too many rules, it might be a bit hard for. But hard, maybe not hard, but not be able to be added. But these kind of things definitely will be able to be added to David AI.
How will you do the DBSI indicator entries?
The DBSI indicator, which is this one here, which is the kind of a open source version of the indicator. It has several things here. It has this channel, the higher low channel, which generally is used as a breakout channel when you break above your previous high here. Previous high, we can take an entry like that or look for a rejection. And then we're looking for these numbers here. It works with lots of different indicators to create these numbers here. I guess we would be looking for a threshold of something like 20. And if it's 20, we could end up with a short or maybe several 20s in a row. There's the 5s are going yellow there. So I should imagine that is a threshold for DBSI. So that was what I was thinking. Like I said, they're indicators that I found interesting. The DBSI obviously was the crypto face because he talks about it a lot. So I was just wanting to backtest that one. The Simpson strategy was something that I've been looking at for a couple of days, a week. I think it's been sent to me, and it looked very interesting. So I wanted to convert that into a strategy as well, mixed with some divergences. So the idea is, like I said, is to have like a lab where we can sort of like talk about the entries together, come up with some entries and exits together in some defined rules, and I can just code them, and then we can backtest them, optimize them together, find settings, but you'll be able to find everything in one place as such. So it's a little bit more organized.
David?
Yes.
You're not looking to the numbers, like when numbers are increasing or decreasing for entries?
Yes.
Because that often leads to a reversal?
Yes, that's what I meant by a threshold, the threshold of the numbers. I meant, so if a certain number of red numbers were above 5 over a period of like 3 or 4 candles, maybe we could take a short at that point.
Look back.
Yeah, look back, yeah. Not just to take an entry straight off of a number. Maybe if we had 4 or 5 red numbers above the threshold of 10 or something like that, we could take a short. Obviously, we'd need some more confidence elsewhere because there's quite a few in there. But so yes, exactly, Marco, with the numbers.
Okay. Right. On average, with the last 3 candles.
Yeah, I'll give you the opportunity to choose the number of candles you want to look back on as a like an input. So you can choose if there's 1 candle or 5 candles or 3, as you suggest there. So that's the idea of the lab, is to sort of do what we're doing now and discuss the ideas. So we go in here and do a look back. My computer is slow back for X candles. And if we can all put our ideas in there, that's on Simpson's rule, so that's not the right one anyway. X candles, if we put all the rules in there, I will be able to code them, and then we can backtest them together, find best settings together, and create some more strategies. And like I said, I'd like to try.
David.
Yes.
For type of strategies do you want it? Because we now also have the IDs for David. Will you now that people want to put all those indicators or strategies in this lab channel?
The ideas for David is still a great idea. Because it's more of a bin of ideas where we're just throwing ideas in. I was thinking more of the lab. I don't know. It was more to just organize things into channels. Maybe it would be a good idea to have this as a maybe to have a lab and David's ideas for David as a forum like this as well, maybe, because my idea was
For me it sounds good, but it sounds good. But
Yes.
we know also people complain.
Yes.
It's not organized. We have too much channels.
Yeah, well, I'd
I think this is a good idea.
Remove the David's ideas and then put them put David's ideas into a forum style like this. Like I said, the reason is because there is tons of ideas for David, but they tend to get a bit lost because there's so many of them, which is fantastic. There's lots of them, but it'd be nice if, like I said, if we come up with, let's go and have a look at ideas for David. We come up with an idea for David, and then we can discuss how we can improve on it. I can't even remember where it is. My computer is dead. Just bear me 2 seconds. It's because it's recording at the screen at the same time.
I think what David says, it's like, okay, so we got the idea and then we are building on top of it. It's no longer an idea.
So if we take this one here, for instance, I'll go away, I'll find the indicators, I'll put them all into, the person can put the video in there with a thumbnail or an image like they have here. Name's David as well, fantastic. And then I'll go away, I'll find the indicators, or the person can find some open source indicators that could build that, and then I'll go away, convert it into a strategy, put the link for the strategy in there. If it gives us good results or good enough results, we'll build a video around it, giving it a tutorial on how to set it up and things like that. But you'll find it all in one place instead of, and then also even further, if I move down, why is my computer so rammy at the moment? Man, I can see why you say get lost, because I even get lost. So, strategies, where is it gone? Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, I can't move my mouse enough. Let me just put it off the screen again, because otherwise I'd take forever to scroll over the place. Sorry about this. Yeah, so the idea is to try and and then even further on than that, we could share our settings. So you could go back and, instead of having to scroll through hundreds and thousands of messages, well, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of messages. Sorry guys, I'm trying to scroll my mouse down to try and find the launchpad thing. I suppose if I put a hashtag the lab, I'll be able to find it easier. The lab, there you go, right, there it is. So if I go like that, I don't know if you can see, you can't see the screen, can you? So if I go, yeah, so here, and then we could share our settings in here, and inside that place it'll be, instead of having to search through hundreds of messages, you'll be able to search through, you'll find the dead zone, for example, and you'll find all in one place the settings for the dead zone with a screenshot of the dead zone, any discussions about the dead zone on how we could improve on it, all in one place. So it just makes things a little bit more organized, which Vlad attempted to do a while ago, but there wasn't the forum set up here, so it looks much better like this, and it's easier to play around with. And also, very much like DaviddTech website, we've got DaviddTech strategies up there, indicators. We have strategies and indicators which are outside of DaviddTech, and we've got ideas. We can have other tags, so you can sort by them and find them.
Okay, David.
Yes.
Yeah. So when for example, what we already discussed, the OB strategy.
Yes.
I like to see better entries, as we discussed.
Yes.
Is that something that I must add, for example, or you already worked on it last weekend?
I've worked on lots of strategies, the ABCs, the OB strategies, the last couple of weekends. I think it'll be great to get a discussion around them if you want to add them, and you've got time and you don't mind doing it. It would help me a lot. That way we can get some discussions going about it, and I will be able to find them all in the same place, very much like you guys. So I'll be able to find all the discussions in one place as such.
No problem.
So if you've got time, otherwise me and Vlad will do it anyway, so we'll add it. So it's up to you if you want to add it, or we will. No problem.
Yes, okay.
And what I'll do also is, to make things even easier for everybody, let's try and move that over there, is my settings that I find, I will pin to the top, because I should imagine you'll be able to pin a message up the top. Let me have a look here. You should be able to pin pin message, I'll be able to pin the message at the top, which will have my settings that I've used for the YouTube channel. Obviously, like I keep saying, my settings are not always the absolute best settings. There's loads of fantastic settings, but I will add my settings. Any open source, I will pin to the top as well, and the link to the DaviddTech page, so you can add it. The link to TradingView, so you can find it, and all of those kind of things I'll add, so you can find everything easier through Discord. Which this is a great feature of Discord. It's been around for a couple of months now. I haven't used it enough. I didn't realize you were able to put it into these sort of this card format here, which makes it much more easy and visual to see. So will be something that we'll be using a lot, hopefully, and hopefully will help us to organize everything a bit better. So what I suggest is we've got the lab for the scripts. Maybe this should be called DaviddTech Ideas, and then we should David Ideas, just ideas or something like that. And then we should have maybe scripts or working scripts or strategies. DaviddTech strategies as a second one. We'll talk about that afterwards, I guess. Sorry, Marco, did I interrupt you?
No problem.
Okay. No.
I interrupted you.
No, carry on.
Okay. Now you subscribe to Kevin Dave, yeah?
Yes.
We watched a lot of his videos.
Yes.
He mentions often that he has a big library with strategies.
Yes.
But yeah, they are all made in trade. What was it?
TradeStation.
PlayStation, yes, correct.
Yeah.
Does it not have great ideas for us? Because he has a lot of tens or hundreds of strategies inside.
Yes, there's not hundreds of strategies inside his library. There's, I think there's something like 8 that are included, and then you've got a kind of a boilerplate, I guess, as well for building. I think it's 8. I'm not sure. It might be a bit more. I took the larger plan to see his strategies. They're not adapted in the slightest for crypto. They're very much. No, they're not. They're very much. There's one for wheat. There's one for oil. There's a couple of others as well in there. But they certainly can be. We could have a look at them together. They're very much mean reversion, and it's one of the reasons that I've been looking at mean reversion in the past couple of days, weeks even now, because all of his strategies are a lot more simple than what I've been looking at in the previous year. I mean, one of them's a 3 EMA crossover, where the first EMA is ticked up and gives good backtesting results. But there is no that was not a good example. There's a Bollinger Band where it's mean reversion and those kind of things. So they're the kind of things that I'm looking at the moment as well, to provide different kinds of strategies where we've got mean reversion and things like that as well. So yes, Marco, I will look into. Well, I have been looking into his scripts. I've been doing the whole of his course. The TradeStation has tons and tons of tools that are not available on TradingView, which I'm trying to code and provide for us as TradingView members, users. Things like the Optimiser, I've updated this morning, trying to increase the features on that, building more features for that. I'm also building with another guy a Monte Carlo simulator for TradingView data. So it goes away, takes the data, and uses the algorithm or the math for the Monte Carlo simulator. So you can forward test or randomly test your trading, so you can see whether it's potentially has overfitting. Which is something that isn't available inside of TradingView, which is part of most of the other packages like TradeStation and things like that. So you'll be able to see whether you're on random data. It'll take a year of data. You take all of the data and it'll take a small part of random data out of that to simulate on to see whether it was potentially profitable on hundreds, if not thousands, of simulations. And I'm building that at the moment. If you go over to my my GitHub, you can see that I'm building it there from another repertory. I don't know. I've lost the word. And so this imports the data from TradingView. Obviously, there's a Python script there at the moment, something that I've been working on. It's based on somebody else's script. The guy's just there, as a matter of fact. Based on somebody else's script, I've just taken the actual data from it and added the TradingView part to it. So you can. So my idea is to make a web page on our website, so you can just literally upload or enter your URL for TradingView, and it'll be able to do a Monte Carlo simulation on that, on the data of the strategy that's currently installed on your chart. So that's one thing that I'm trying to offer as well. So you can test for overfitting. So those kind of things are missing from TradingView, so which Kevin has got, we haven't. So I'm trying to build those.
That's much more advanced than winrate.io.
Yeah, different. Winrate.io, I think serves a good purpose as well, because it gives you another way of testing and going through. It's a different way of calculating. I'll put the link into the description here. Let me go over to YouTube. There's a great video about Monte Carlo. I think it's this one here. Let me put it in there for you, which explains what Monte Carlo does, how to use it. And Kevin Davies uses it a lot. I've started using it a lot more.
Yes.
Monte Carlo simulation. This one here, that'll do. I think this was the one that I watched a couple of weeks ago. Okay, let me chuck this in on financial data. That looks right to me. And I personally win because I release settings to you guys. I'll test as much as I possibly can. Forward test, walk forward test. Spend the money on the forward testing before putting anything. That's why I take so long to release some of the settings. Not all of them. Ones on YouTube, I release with a note saying, obviously, this is just being tested for YouTube. But the ones like in the one and ones that I've put in later dates, I try to test and forward test. And Monte Carlo simulation will be something that I will. I use in Python, and I want to be able to make it available to everybody so that they can use it. I'd love to also try and build a walk forward tester, which will be part of the plugin, which I haven't got on my screen at the moment. I must have. Might be just. Oh, there it is. It's just because it's the latest update. Walk forward tester, which will detect somehow a date or limit the date in the deep testing when optimizing, and then test on two different date periods, which I'd like to be able to do as well for walk forward. Those kind of things available in many other packages, not available in the slightest in TradingView. So I'd like to try and offer that in TradingView as well. Yes, Optibot, I'll go through if I've got it on the screen, otherwise I'll try and put it up in a minute. Another one was, I'm working with another developer on this here. Let me remove this here. It needs to go onto the 1 hour, if I remember rightly. Right. This one here, working with another developer as well. Of course. That's because it's calculated timeout. Let me move this thing here. Off we go. Right. Let's let that calculate a minute. This one here, which is another tool, which is a grid bot that will work with trigger trade. Let me have to zoom out to be able to see it. Sorry about this. Yeah, so a grid bot working with Trigger Trade or any other one, whatever, as long as it's got the right settings. Working on a grid bot with another developer as well to help me try and build some grid bots as well, because it was something that I've been looking at for a long while and trying to build. So this takes lots of entries. I'm sure that everybody knows how a grid bot works. Takes lots of entries on the way up and the way down. This one currently works on the RSI levels, but there's no reason that we can't change the entries as we go through other levels. It's kind of optimized a little bit to only take the entries where. Excuse me, 2 seconds. There you go. A little bit of water. Okay. Yeah. So GridBot, working on a GridBot for that as well. So I will release that also in the lab this week, so you can play around with it, see how it works. So, right in the lab there it is.
David, I think you cut.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah, we can
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ed. Cheers, mate. Sitting talking to myself. Yeah, so
I think it was a Discord issue.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, thank you very much, Fred. I was just having a sip of water, and I think I didn't press the button correctly. So a grid bot working, taking lots of entries. This I'll put into the lab this week. You'll be able to play around with it, connect it to Trigger Trade. It'll work fine with Trigger Trade. I will set up with William how it will take its entries during the week. So you'll be able to set that up and try, and then we'll just look at the entries of the trigger, the grid bot, but just offering us another alternative. Also working with William on working out a way where we can search for arbitrage inside of using Trigger Trade. Because Trigger Trade's built in Python, we'll be able to search for arbitrage, which I discussed a while ago, which had two kinds of extra overextended Bollinger Bands. Now let me have a look to see if I can find the chart here. This is going to be fun. Let's have a look. I've got mean reversion. That was good. Wow, fantastic. I hope that's the right one anyway. No, okay, no. No, this isn't the one. This was Monte Carlo. No, it's not that one. Right, let me have a look again. This is where you get to see all of my unnamed charts. This is... Oh, man. Right, let's go down. We've got Smart Money, The Punisher, Boilerplate. Maybe it's that one there. Let's have a look. I do apologise. I'm losing my voice. Was this the arbitrage one? Is it going to give? No, it's not. Unfortunately, I haven't got it on the chart. So the arbitrage idea was the arbitrage rock at the side where it might work as well. The arbitrage idea is to use something like I said, like an overextended Bollinger Band. There was lots of colors. I don't know if everybody remembers. I discussed it where we had BTC on one side and Ethereum on the other. Ethereum was in the overextended upper band, and Bitcoin was in the lower band. When that happens, as they're highly correlated together as coins, when that happens, we take a long on Bitcoin because it's in the lower band, a short in Ethereum, expecting them to both meet in the middle. Obviously not price, but the mean line of the being an EMA. That is pretty hard to do inside of in TradingView because you can't take entries anywhere. Thanks to the Trigger Trade relationship we have with the code and being able to code on Trigger Trade, we'll be able to integrate some kind of an arbitrage bot where it pings pings William's website, sends a message to William's website, and takes an entry both on Ethereum and on on Ethereum and on Bitcoin, and hopefully exploiting that what would you say? Well, yeah, just taking that entry anyway. So that would be another thing that I'm working on as well at the moment. So working on lots of bits and bobs with William and some other developers. Optibot. There's been. Sorry, did somebody have a question? Was that William? I thought no. No. Okay. Optibot. I'd like to, if we got time sometime during the week, spend some time maybe building a couple of indicators with Optibot and the other one, because I think that they're quite powerful as tools. I've got a new release coming out hopefully this evening with Optibot with the shorts fixed and all of that, adding some other indicators and things like that. So yeah, if we've got time this week or maybe beginning of next week, I'll jump into a voice chat with everybody and go through A to Z of using the Optibot, because I still think it's quite a powerful. Maybe it's not going to build an indicator from A to Z, but between the Optibot and what's the other one called? The Botonator? No, the Botify. That was it. Botify. You could build an indicator, and if not, we can come up with ideas, stick them in the lab, and I will be able to code them for everybody. But it gives us some sort of like some preliminary results and ideas before actually coding them. So maybe if we've got time, I've also got planned when I'd like to get the Monte Carlo thing finished. Simulator finished, and as soon as I've got that finished with a web interface, I'd like to do like I did said, a full day workshop of going through everything from the very start of TradingView, how to set up TradingView if you want. I don't know how detailed that'll be, because I think most of us know how to use TradingView anyway. Going through, adding your indicators, going through to using things like forward testing, optimization, how to choose your pair and things like that for the optimizer. Then going through and testing on two types of data, then using the Monte Carlo simulator, incubation or test nets and things like that. I'm rebuilding the website trader.dev to improve on that, to be able to build a trader's journal so that everybody can record all of the results of a trading strategy. So I'm improving on that. Currently only works with one single pair and take profits and things like that. So it's missing quite a lot of features. So I've got another guy working on that who was in the chat earlier but not at the moment. So I'll go through that with you, how to use that. Then we'll move on to maybe in the afternoon, where we can do things like that will probably take quite most of the day to go through all of that anyway. Adding trigger trade or another one, and go through that, and then just how to follow up your results, how I record my results and things like that. So going through everything from A to Z in a day. So because these, like I said to Vlad, I think it was, problem is I do lots of these videos. There's everything in them, but they can tend to get lost inside of Discord. So I want to use a website where I can sort of turn it into a course and do monthly one full day setup. So we can set up from everything to A to Z. I saw that Marco unmuted his mic. Here it goes. No? I can't hear you, Marco. Maybe it's me that's in the wrong. William, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, no problem.
Okay, no problem. I thought that Marco was about to ask a question for me. Okay.
There are some questions within the chat of this voice chat. just above the link you shared with everyone.
Could somebody read them to me, because my computer is so slow that I can't even open the thing at the moment.
Okay. Just above your
Okay.
one. So you got it.
I believe so. If playing with both the indicator and screener, it seems getting different results from the indicator and the screener shows. Okay, Skinny, we worked a lot on the ABC smart money concepts. The screener was left at the very, very beginning, at the very first stages, and wasn't updated. What I suggest is, like I said earlier, we'll add it to the lab, which is the new feature of Discord, and that way we can go through what needs to be added, how I can fix it. Things like the screener will allow me to improve on the screener and make it better. But yes, they are on different versions.
David, did you work on the entries?
For the ABCs, yeah?
ABC? Yes.
Yeah, ABCs I've been working quite hard on. I'm still not. They some of the results are great, but I'm still not over as confident as I'd like to be in the ABC TradingView strategy. Although a lot of people have sent me some fantastic results, like I said, I always have to be a little bit more careful because I'm releasing things to you guys, so I have to be a bit careful. I do know the problems that we've been through it and from the beginning, but I have been working on the ABC. I've been working on smart money. I'm desperately trying to find setups for smart money concepts and things like that, because everybody's so interested in it, me included. But they are long to code. They take a long while for me to code. But maybe that's something I could do with the lab as well. I can give like daily updates for each of the ones that I'm updating, so that everybody knows where I am on the updates and things like that. As dumping them into general chat, they end up lost, and it gets a bit hard for everybody to follow.
So are you saying that with Smarter Money ABC, we won't see the performance summary? I think my issue is that I just don't see the performance summary in TradingView. Is that a setting issue, that something that you're disabling on your end?
No. Hi, welcome to the community. I saw that you said you're new to the community, so welcome first of all.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, the problem with the ABC, which is something that I've resolved recently, is the number of drawings on the chart. TradingView limited us to the number of drawings. Limits all indicators to a number of drawings, and as you can see, there's absolutely tons of them all over the place with the ABC. So unfortunately, the table with the performance levels was something that I had to remove. It's on our older version of the boilerplate. The boilerplate is the base code that I use to build all of the trading strategies. So I'm currently updating it, and hopefully you'll be able to see a checkbox which will allow you to re-add the performance tables and things like that very soon.
Okay, and I guess my first question was, I'm new. What do you recommend that I, get started with, just to get the hang of the whole process before I delve into more complex strategies?
Okay, the strategies that a lot of people seem to be using at the moment are the dead zone, vector candles. There's the double RSI that's pops up quite a lot inside the community at the moment. I quite like, but isn't a favorite for everybody else. Everybody else is the squeeze momentum strategy as well. But I've had that running for quite a long time, so that's maybe why I like that one personally. For getting started, tools that are useful are things like the Optimiser, which will help you to find best settings, which is this tool up here. It'll go through the strategy and help you to build Excel spreadsheets with performance, win rates, and all of that inside of an Excel spreadsheet, whilst going through all of the values inside of, well, a selected by yourself set of values. For instance, if you want to optimize the indicators or the stop loss and take profits, the Optimiser will do that for you. Now, you do have to be very careful because TradingView don't particularly like it. They don't offer an alternative, but they don't particularly like it when you do lots of tabs, and there is obviously a disclaimer at the bottom saying that they don't like the use of it, but they don't offer an alternative, so that's all we've got at the moment. That will help you to find settings for any strategy, whether it's DaviddTech or not. They're two good tools to get started. Would be to go away. The one will help you to look at some of the equity curves of some of the strategies. I'm currently adding some more, and then I'd go away and look at things like the dead zone. Okay, and for connecting afterwards, once you've chosen a couple of strategies, like I said, there's test nets at the moment. I'm working on a tool to be able to create a trader's journal as such, but there's a couple of alternatives out there. There's trigger.trade, which was created by the community, and then also you have other ones like 3 Commas and Alertatron once you've got to the point of wanting to connect your bots fully.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. And like I said, I'm trying to do like a full day workshop where it'll be recorded on videos. It's going to be long, but I'll go through absolutely every tool that's part of DaviddTech. I'll speak about the future tools because we're also building David.ai, which is a kind of a throw the idea at the wall to see which ones stick. So this is throw indicators at the wall to see which ones stick. And we're throwing indicator after indicator with different settings, mixing them up, matching them in a sort of a bot system. And it will optimize to try and build as many kind of indicators for each market as possible as a community on a website. So that's on David.ai, which will be available hopefully in beta testing. I'm looking for the end of the month for kind of a beta test on the generator, and then the things like the Optimiser will be added afterwards. So lots of tools.
David,
Yes. Okay.
will you also add an option for one-click button to send it to trader.dev?
One-click button for trader. On Williams tool.
Oh, when you create strategies with David.ai. And when we found some nice strategies with good sharp ratios, for example,
Yep.
that we can click on a button and send it to trader.dev, so we can
Absolutely. Sounds a great
walk
idea.
forward test.
Great idea. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, I miss
Okay.
it when we can't talk, Marco, in the evenings. With all the ideas.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, great
Always
idea.
like
Great
it.
idea. We can do that. It will help also for everybody to know about the trader.dev platform, which I hope will be good as well. Because although all of the test nets are great, it's a pain in the ass when you've got 5 strategies and you want to test them all. You have to set up sub accounts and things like that so you can follow them. As TraderDev will record everything, so I hope that we'll be able to build a great tool there as well.
Yes, that will be great, because now I must always load all CSV files to
Yes,
TradingView
yeah.
manually to watch how they performed in the past. And yeah, that's so time consuming.
Yes, yes.
So this can be a great idea, I think.
Yes, yeah. It's something that I've kind of automated in like a horrible style in Python myself, and would love to be able to create a full website for everybody so that they can just click on a button that says dead zone. Number 1, click on their own settings of a dead zone, be able to see what the performance was over a month because they've left it running in the background. And number 2, to be able to share other people's, including my own, forward testing results, so people can see it really did work for a month, or 2 months, or 3 months, hopefully a year, or in 10 years' time, or whatever. Be able to see that it did really perform like the backtesting results. Here are the results on an open screen. Obviously, we'll discuss whether everybody should have open as default, or we should we're building something where you can choose the option to share or not. But yeah, something that I think is important for the future as well.
Okay. Question. In the past, we had a great database. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can indeed. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. In the past, we had the database from all the results made by the Optimiser.
Yes.
Is it not possible to code a bot that checks how the results were last month?
I can certainly code something. I want to try and get them to come back to Discord like they did before, because even just manually going.
I can understand that, but now you create info, and maybe there are very good settings that now are in the bin.
Yes, I understand.
So there are millions of I don't know how much, a lot of settings.
Yes.
And now, we don't use them, but maybe they are very
it's frustrating. Good. Yes, yeah, it's frustrating. I totally agree.
It
will be, you know the reason why I kind of removed it. I removed it because sorry, I didn't mean to. Sorry, Marco, your internet keeps cutting off, so I didn't realise you were still talking. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
Yeah, sorry.
Your internet's gone, Marco. Let me just say that I totally agree with what you're saying. The reason that I took it off, as you really know, was the difference. The TradingView. TradingView obviously didn't like the idea of the optimizer. I didn't really know what to do with it at that time. But I do agree that we need some way of filtering through those results. I'm not really sure because databasing and things like that isn't my strong point, but I will try and find somebody that will be able to help us. I know that I've got somebody who helped me import them, but the searching through them was quite a nightmare before. I need to work out a way of doing that, but we certainly the data's there. We certainly need to have a look to see. Is to be able to look through those results as a community. It was a great idea at the beginning. I need to look back at being able to add in it again.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I can hear you again. Thank you.
Yeah. Internet is very bad where I'm at the moment.
I got a new internet stall and it's working at the moment, so I'm happy. It's been terrible for years.
Normally my internet is very good. But...
Yes, I know. Yeah. No, not here. It hasn't been for years, but all of a sudden I have now good internet, so it's cool.
Yes?
Yes, I got 800 meg download, so yeah, and upload as well, so that's cool. Even just as good as Vlad, just that Vlad is paying paying.
No.
But Vlad's paying €5.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Vlad's paying €5 as I'm paying something like 50.
And you're still behind. You're still behind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been, like talking to a couple of algo traders, as we were talking about earlier. Kevin Davies. We've reached out to quite a few to try and build some kind of a podcast / AMAs for being able to talk to other people than just David. That's going in the right direction. And like I said, we've got quite a few of the exchanges that we work with daily coming in as well. It'll take a little bit of time to get everything together and organise because obviously working with human beings, everybody has to have the same calendar dates and things like that. So it'll take a bit of time for me to organise that with all of these people, but hopefully we'll have some AMAs. Got some great competition, giveaways coming up this following month. some much bigger prizes than previously. As the community is growing, obviously, we're being able to get quite a few giveaways from some of the bigger boys, so that's cool. So we'll be able to give back to the community as always. Anybody in the leaderboard and things like that, I already did the announcement for the leaderboard, and as always, it's the next one is on March the 8th, and you should receive your prizes around the 17th to the 18th of this month. Except for Steve, because I always hold his back. I know he's in there. I saw him earlier.
Thanks, David. Thanks for that. The kids won't eat this month.
How you going, mate?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't speak.
Yeah.
I can. I'm awaiting a call from my boss. So yeah,
Okay.
he hasn't rang yet.
Yeah.
Put him on speakerphone when he gets here. We'll tell you what tell him what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry about that, Steve. I'm useless at sending over.
Hey, no worries, no problem.
Nah. But yeah, about the 17th, 18th, I try to send out prizes. Steve normally gets his about the 30th. It's just to keep you in the community, mate. I just keep you there until the last day. Make sure. Anyway, right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all of the updates. I don't know what Bitcoin's
The
doing.
competitions.
Yes. Sorry?
For competition.
Yes.
What for competition do you want to do?
What kind of competitions I want to do? I want to give back with another couple of users for best settings like we did before, except for in a better, more organized way of doing it. I've been speaking to William and I have been speaking, mainly William. William has been speaking with another user about setting up some competitions for best settings. They're also, that's more of a competition than a giveaway. A giveaway, we've been talking to a lot of the exchanges and things like that, and obviously, like normal, an exchange for a small kind of ad, I guess, inside of a shout out inside of YouTube. They'll give back to the community, and because the size of the YouTube channel and the size of the community, the prices are getting bigger and better. So hopefully the next prizes will be interesting for everybody because they're quite good. So that will be for next month. Well, next month.
I'll send you my postal address.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm keeping the Tesla though.
Ah,
Only joking.
just send me the keys.
Yeah.
I'll come and get it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's not a Tesla, not yet. Will be one day maybe, but not yet. Anyway, so the prizes are getting better, and the giveaway prizes are getting better. I always worried of saying giveaway or competition because Steve makes sure that I say the right word.
Competition.
Competition, yeah. Yes, so yeah, that was it really. Hope to do some more live coding in the lab and things like that. Be cool. And that was it. We've got Scope on Friday. Johnny as well, doing his ABCs. I've done a good job on the Johnny's indicator. William and Vlad are doing their optimization. William's going to be announcing his updates next week if there is any updates. Has anybody got any questions before I leave you?
Have you been over Johnny's indicator? I might have missed it. I don't know. Have you gone over Johnny's indicator?
Let me try and find it. What it is, it's more. Let me try and find it. I don't know if I've got the right version on here.
Because I do miss manually trading ABC because, I think it was easier than other sort of manual strats.
Yes, yeah. Let me see if I've got it on this computer, Steve. I don't know if I've got the latest version. I've got one of Johnny's charts here. It might not be the latest.
What is he asked? What's the difference between this one and the previous ones? Is it a different
this is
sort of
manual trading? Manual trading.
Yeah.
The idea is you've got. My computer. Right, okay, so you've got these blue dots here, which are movable. It's my computer. You can move them to put them to the lowest point.
Okay, yeah.
And then that blue dot, and then you put it up to the highest. This is my computer. Oh, no, hold on. It's because I'm not far over. Right, okay, my computer is really laggy at the moment, but normally this will create, there you go, it's created it. So the idea is it comes up, it's created your A, and when, because of the A is the point of re-entry, you're only doing the A to the B, so it's coming down, it's picked up this the B line as it's coming down. As it's come back up and broken that line, it's finished the full pattern and created this red line here, and thanks to that will be connected to Trigger Trade or any other, and you can take that entry automatically. If I go to replay over here like this, you'll be able to see, hopefully if this is the latest version, you'll be able to see it's still, I know it's not the latest version. So it is the latest version, it's just that it's already going to pop there. Maybe it's the latest version. Let me go back, replay over here. I need to find an area where it isn't. Hopefully if this is right. So as you can see, it's white dotted line for the moment, because it hasn't gone back over that line. So there's no entry that's been taken. As soon as it's taken, it'll send and go red, so you don't have multiple entries on that single line. So so the idea would be to...
It's an aid to sort of drawing your own ABCs.
Yeah, it's making it easier. The second part will be being able to put a stop loss automatically, very much like the boilerplate does, with the red area above the stop loss and the green area. You can choose either using something. I'll be able to integrate things like ATRs if it makes better entries, exits or stop losses, or we could trail it. All of those kind of things we could do automatically. But the main part was just drawing the ABC and not having to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And getting the entry. Yeah. Cool. So that's pretty much all I've got as updates for today. It's nice to be in an European time a bit better. There's more people as well, so I need to get back to doing some more European times, and I get to see everybody that I used to go and see as well, so that's cool. So I'll start doing some more at 2 p.m. again like I did before, and do one in the evening, so that at least I've got to meet everybody. It's easier as well for me. I'm less tired.
Maybe it's building a social life.
And tomorrow new video?
What day is
Always
tomorrow?
social life,
Tomorrow's Friday, yeah. Tomorrow Friday. Yes, tomorrow's a new video. Hopefully I'll get the 5 strategies that I built for ChatGPT out. It's just such a long video that it's hard to edit. So tomorrow we'll have a video as well, yes.
Yo!
Hi, so how you going, mate?
I didn't even know this were on. I've just got in from driving. And I bet I've turned up right end, haven't I?
Yep, I was just saying goodbye to everybody.
Oh, right, yeah. All right, no worries.
How
I'll
you
watch. I'm all right, mate. I've just been out busy at the minute.
Yeah?
I'll watch replay, mate.
No problem.
All
Just
right,
for your question, I just said to everybody anyway, 17th was the day of the month, just so you know.
All right, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
man, no worries.
Right. I wish everybody a nice day, and I'll be back here next week. I'll try and do another one at 2 o'clock and one in the evening time as well, so that I get to speak to everybody. Take care, everybody.
Okay, thanks, David.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.